In 2018, right after serving a full term as president, Eleanor Counselman was asked to step back into that role when things didn't go as AGPA had planned. With grace and extreme dedication to AGPA, she humbly accepted the challenge and has admirably served AGPA for 2 additional years. We are greatly in her debt. Keeping the news of her distinguished fellowship a secret for over 3 months was no easy task for the AGPA Board of Directors, but it was so worth it seeing her surprise and joy when she heard the news. Her serving 2 terms as president is not the main reason Eleanor has earned this award. Like pink flamingos, for which Eleanor admits to having a love, she makes having balance and poise look easy. Much of the balance in her life she attributes to her long marriage to her husband, Chuck, who she met in dancing class when she was 13. Eleanor was fortunate enough to get a good start in life. Both parents influenced her in significant ways that are not what you'd normally expect. Her mother was a smart, organized woman who was always being asked to be the chair of something. Her father was unusually emotionally available for a man of his era, having been a psychotherapy patient soon after World War II ended. So her mom would jump to a solution, and her dad would ask her how she felt about something. Eleanor internalized qualities of both, resulting in being emotionally attuned and organizationally effective. After completing graduate school, she began a job at the Boston University Counseling Center. Not having planned on becoming a group therapist, she quickly found herself immersed in the work, first observing a group for a year, and then starting to co-lead and then lead her own groups. She has served on the faculty of Massachusetts General Hospital, Boston Institute for Psychotherapy, and Harvard Medical School. While still at BU, Eleanor opened a private practice in Belmont, Massachusetts in 1971 and became a member of AGPA in 1972. She has served as president and treasurer of her local affiliate, NSGP, and for AGPA as the editor of the group circle on the editorial board of our journal and as institute co-chair. She has served on all 3 AGPA boards, and she has had published 23 articles on a broad array of group therapy topics such as attachment, forming a group, patient selection, silence, the missed session, and why everyone should study group therapy. She has received both the Affiliate Assembly Award and Alonzo Award for contributions to psychodynamic group psychotherapy. I'd like to share with you a few comments from recommendations from her colleagues to be Distinguished Fellow. Eleanor brings a diplomacy and grace to her various leadership roles, consistently and effectively helping to smooth feathers that occasionally get ruffled. Over the decades, Eleanor has demonstrated passion, energy, and an extraordinary work ethic, steadiness, and wisdom. She has shouldered an enormous responsibility with finesse, efficiency, and humor. Her emphasis is always on the work to be done, not that she's the one doing it. She has been a caring colleague and friend who has an excellent sense of humor and loves to laugh. And finally, everything she touches is improved by her presence. It is my great honor to give you our newest Distinguished Fellow, Dr. Eleanor Counselman.
Thank you so much, Keith. I appreciate your introduction very much. But there is one important thing I have achieved over the past 2 years that didn't get mentioned. I can now spell Mullen Lesch's last name correctly on the first try. It's an incredible honor to receive this award. I'd like to thank the Fellowship Committee and also the AGPA Board, who managed to completely surprise me with this award. I actually had the fantasy that as president, I knew everything that was going on. I stand here on the shoulders of so many who have supported and taught me over the years. My husband and children, my friends, colleagues, and teachers. Many of you are here. Others are no longer with us. I am definitely the product of a long-term group. But I had a terrible time figuring out what to say today, and I finally realized this is a very complicated moment for me. I am thrilled by the award and by the effort that went into keeping the process a surprise for me. I am proud of what I've been able to contribute to the field of group therapy through my teaching, writing, and serving my 2 professional homes, NSGP and AGPA. But I have another set of feelings as I stand here. This is the last time I will be on the podium chairing the meeting, and that makes this a poignant moment for me. I've done this for 4 years, and today I will bang my gavel for the last time, except my husband really hates it when I do it at home. It is the end of a significant chapter in my life, and that feels very big. It's been a very satisfying experience to be in this role for so long. A lot has been accomplished. The success of the group specialty petition, the membership category and bylaw changes, and our increasing commitment to being a more diverse organization at all levels, just to name a few. I'm pleased to have been part of these efforts, and I also know that change is healthy and important for any organization, and AGPA will be in excellent hands with the new leadership. I find group therapy endlessly fascinating. You can work with someone in individual treatment and then see a whole different side of that person when they are in a group. You see the relational lessons that people learned in order to survive their childhoods, and you provide them with a place to learn to do things differently and develop new personal narratives. What an honor it is to guide them in this journey. I've written many articles, but my all-time favorite one was Why Study Group Therapy, because it is so clear to me that studying group therapy is really studying life. We all exist in groups. I think you'll hear more about that in the presidential plenary in a few minutes. I believe that the field of group therapy is at a time of great opportunity. There is more demand for mental health services than there is adequate supply. And we know that group therapy is a way to see more people quickly, is cost-effective, and it works. We need to keep getting the word out, talking to insurance companies, promoting our CGP credential, and educating the public about group therapy. Now I want to speak to our newer and younger members here. Look to your right and to your left. One of you could be up here one day as president or distinguished fellow. I was once in your shoes, feeling very unsure of whether I had a place here. My advice to you is lean in, join a SIG, volunteer for a committee, get your CGP, and above all, ask for help. And before you know it, AGPA will feel as much a home to you as it does to me. It's been a great experience being president for these 4 years, and I'm thrilled to be a distinguished fellow. I've learned a lot, and I've had a lot of fun. Thank you for the opportunity and for this award.